Yo, it's Jasmine.
Hey y'all, it's Diamond.
Hey, it's your girl Shay, and welcome to New Age Mamas.
What's up, ladies? How y'all feeling?
Back. Welcome back for another episode.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Y'all will get to learn that Jazz has a song for everything.
Everything. But you know what's funny? Like, I got a song for everything, but my friends, they got a movie line for everything. And then they be saying the movie lines to me, and they be like, what movie that's from, Jasmine? Because they know that I don't know where it's from. I'm like, dang, don't do me like that. I be knowing some, but I don't be knowing.
I need to be around your friend group because I love movies. I'll be like, oh, that's from.
They be knowing. First of all, they be like, "You ain't never watched this." I'm like, my mama ain't let me watch all them movies when I was younger. Like y'all be watching stuff back
I
to
was
back.
watching everything.
Really, I couldn't watch all them movies when I was younger.
Everything.
I think like probably the closest thing that I watched when I was younger was Friday. And like next Friday, but like Menace to Society, like all them other House Party, all that stuff, it wasn't
Mhm.
until I got into college.
Oh yeah.
Man, my mom had all the movies, and me and my brother would just sit and watch whatever we wanted.
Really?
Because back then, that's all you could do. Is like we ain't had social media. Is we either go outside and play, either I would read a book if I ain't had no books to read, watch a movie. So that's what we would do. But my brother, his problem was he's gonna watch the movie over and over and over and over.
That's me.
See, I can't.
Because
I
how many
can't.
times we about to watch this movie?
Exactly.
That is me.
Look, how many times we gonna watch it?
This movie a million and one times. Like one of my favorites is like Aquila and the Bee. When I say I can spell almost every word on there, like I didn't seen that movie so many times. It's
I
ridiculous.
forgot all about that movie.
Girl, go watch it tonight. That's what I'm about to do when we done record. After my
Not Aquila and the Bee.
But what's up, y'all? What's new?
You know, Diamond's episode was popping, y'all.
Yes,
Yay!
Yeah.
There
a lot of good
were some
feedback.
things like you heard back.
Not much, but I was talking about from your feedback.
Ah, from my feedback,
hmm
yeah.
And you run the page. So
Yeah.
look, and you run the page. So you know. And we on YouTube now. So if y'all don't know, please subscribe to New Age Mamas on YouTube. Check us out. You know, we gonna get together and we gonna be chilling on the couch real soon, real soon. Everybody live a little fi. I think I'm the only one in the city. Everybody, y'all both are outskirts of the city.
I'm on the
Yeah.
whole opposite end.
Yeah, Shay
I'm
on
near
the whole other
Indiana.
side of the world,
Right.
y'all.
I'm near Indiana. I'm near Wisconsin. So I was actually just up y'all way this weekend.
Dang, you ain't hit us up?
You ain't hit us up for, go out for a drink or something?
It wasn't even that long, y'all. I just came to pick up my little cousin, just chill with her for a little bit. Just big cousin duties. I'm a mentor, so I gotta help. Shay love the kids, so we gotta help the kids
Oh,
out.
okay. You a mentor?
So,
But,
well, I would like to say I am a
Okay,
mentor
okay.
to my little cousin, just because I was help. She practically like my little
Mm-hmm.
sister. She my little cousin, but she more like a little sister. So, if she be going through things, she needs somebody to talk to. I help her out when it comes to school or just life or things like
Mm-hmm.
that. Like, that's what I would love to be for just the younger generation in my family. So, putting it to practice, I guess.
Okay. I love it. Check you out.
Yeah,
that's
Congrats to
good.
you.
yeah.
Yes. Any
I
update on the
actually,
kids?
huh?
I say any update on the kiddos?
Um, only update I got is my daughter she's still talking, y'all. Every word.
Yay.
Like she getting to that point where she know what she be doing. Like, so it's no,
Mhm.
no, like she was.
Yeah.
We went to the library today, y'all. I was stressed. I'm like, you know what? We just gotta go. Like, I can't. I'm like, let's get these books. I'm like trying to hold the books
How many
and
books
her.
did she get?
Only three, but she was all over the place. She was trying to run away from me, and we
Mm.
walked there because it's not that far from my house. So I'm thinking it's not going to be that bad. But she trying to run in the street and everything, and I got the books in my purse, and I'm trying to hold her.
Sound like you had a lot going on.
But it was still a good experience. She needs to get out the house. She could just go home and daycare. So she did not know how to be quiet in life. She was yelling.
Mm. But they got a kids section though, right? So
Yeah.
skip being quiet. That's what the kids section is for.
And nobody minded. She was waving at everybody and talking to people. Like,
She like, they
she was
don't take
having a
me
ball.
outside.
I mean,
Right.
when we do, it just be like, it was our first time going to the library. Surprisingly, we don't. It's right there, but I finally got a library card, so I wanted to see what it's
Oh,
about.
nice. Make sure you get a like newsletter or pamphlet from them because they say what activities that they're doing either like with the kids or even with adults, and especially if like you go to like it's a decent library and they be doing some decent activities. But sometimes it's crazy how you would never think that people go to library, but those activities be snatched up. Like they be like, "Oh, we're not
Yeah.
accepting anybody anymore." Or we don't have any more room. Dang. All them
Yeah.
kids coming?
Now that's a good thing. Yeah, good thing for our listeners. If you're looking for your kids or something for your kids to do, the library is always a good option. They did give me a pamphlet, and I have to look at it to see what they got going on. But I also get one from the park district that also
Mm-hmm.
tell you the events that go on at the library. Um, but yeah, so that's all I got going on. What y'all got going on? Diamond, how your patience is going?
It's going now. Me and Shay had a meeting. What was it, yesterday? Day before yesterday, and it was like she was seeing and hearing my patients because it wasn't there at that moment. But it's getting there. I don't know what it is with me because I wouldn't say like when it comes to motherhood, I have less patience, but I have less patience when it comes to a lot of things. Relationship wise, school wise, like my patience are just very thin, but I have learned to grow them since
Mm-hmm.
motherhood. Um, I have been more, open and receptive. And I think it's because, um, I really don't. My patients really be, good and okay when my parents are around. Cause I lay back, I chill, I don't do nothing. I
Be
let
acting
him
like we
tell.
even got them kids.
Right, it ain't this your responsibility now that you in town. He ain't mad no more. So yeah, things are pretty good. Update. I don't know if I mentioned it last recording, but now he's in soccer, so we did put him in the sport.
Yay.
Yeah, the first day was like a trial run just to see if he likes it. And he liked it the first day. So we went back and, brought the uniform and paid the registration fee and, paid for him to take the classes. So now he takes soccer classes and y'all see I'm a little excited. Those for you who watching on YouTube, I got a soccer mom hat on. My boyfriend got a soccer dad hat. Like we gonna buy the shirts with his number on it. We gonna get it
Yes. I'm
together.
gonna learn how to edit the videos, and since you talked about it, I'm gonna learn how to put his picture like up on the screen so people can see. I'm gonna try that this week. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. I'm
Dope.
gonna try.
That'll
If
be
y'all
dope.
know how to edit some videos, hit your girl up. But most likely it's
That'll
already
be
gonna be
dope.
on here by the time. Let's see. I'm gonna cross my fingers. We gonna see.
That'd be dope. Jazz, what's your update with you and your son? And then we gonna hop into the episode since it's mostly,
Don't
about
I
you.
want to see about
I'm excited.
you? Not much. He is just being very active. And this week he actually is in a new swimming class. So this Saturday we started a new swimming class. But so the reason why we changed was because that his first swimming class, they kept changing teachers. And I guess one of his teachers had like a skin rash or something. So she didn't want to be the teacher anymore. So they were training another high schooler to be his teacher, but he really wasn't grasping the schedule of how, you know, what we were doing. And so like I'm telling him what we doing next. So and my son's dad is telling him what we doing next, and it's just like this is not working. And then plus like I started to see it started to be more solo lessons because most of the students were not coming anymore. And so I feel like that halted his progress because we're doing the same things that we do every week. And I'm like, okay, when are we gonna move forward or do something different? And then plus he's not seeing anybody else do it. You know what I'm saying? He's just doing it by himself. And then he has a new teacher that he's not super duper comfortable with. It was just a lot of different factors. So we're actually this Saturday starting him at it's the same franchise but just a different location. So we're gonna see how that is. And then because this will be his first time being able to swim in a couple of weeks because of his whole head incident. I'm not sure if I got into that with the podcast, but we're getting that to like later on with like incidents and daycare and how to handle these things. That'll be a great podcast episode. So we'll talk about that.
But you can give a little tidbit of what happened.
So like long story short, a kid like was running. Isaiah like was losing his balance trying to move out the kid's way. The kid was like pushing. Isaiah fell and he hit his head on like a bottom of a bookshelf. And so we ended up having to go to the ER because it was pretty deep, and he ended up getting glue instead of stitches. Thank God he did not have to get stitches because I never had stitches, so I would not want to see my baby get stitches. But yeah, so everything is good now. He's doing so good. He has his little scar, but it's still like it's not closed, or like he's been low-key picking at it. I've been like peeping him picking at it. So yes.
Are you able to put a Band-Aid on it?
Sometimes, like sometimes he just be, don't touch it. He be no. So yeah, that's my update, y'all.
Okay, cool. We gonna hear more about it and daycare incidents and stuff like that. But let's hop into this episode, guys. So today we're gonna talk about PCOS.
Yes.
And it's something Jasmine is aware of, and she's going to go into more details about it. So, Jazz, if you can explain to our listeners what exactly is PCOS and what does it stand for.
Okay, so PCOS, y'all, from my pronunciation, y'all gonna have to listen, Google it, but it's polycystic polycystic. Thank you. Look, I'm like the way I pronounce it, I be saying PCOS. Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome. So basically, it has multiple like definitions, but it's basically a hormonal imbalance in women. Men cannot get it. It's for women. And from doing research, what was it? 1 out of 10 women can get it. But I end up finding out that I had it. I was a freshman in college. And so the way I found out was like I was having heat flashes on like the bus. It was just weird. And then my menstrual cycle was just never. You know how most women every month, like y'all know the date and everything. My menstrual cycle was not like that at all, and irregular, and it's been irregular for so long. And so I ended up going to get it checked out, and just because I was getting tired of like why am I never getting my menstrual cycle around the same date, or it was just.
Did you think you were expecting at that moment?
No, girl, I did not think I was expecting.
Well, this probably would be out the way too, because I know a lot of people's cycles are irregular when they are on some form of birth control. Were you on anything like that?
So I'm gonna fast forward to that. So when I went to the doctor and found out that I had PCOS, it was due like PCOS. basically a lot of symptoms in women is irregular periods. But so what they'll tell you is like, hey, let's get you on birth control to regulate your period, because they're trying to get more estrogen, from what I remember correctly. So like, I'm not a doctor. Let me just go ahead and put that disclaimer. I am not an expertise on PCOS. I'm just sharing my experience, what I've been through. So please do not quote, be like, you're saying these things wrong. I'm just saying I'm just saying my experience. That's it. That's all. So, and from some
I'm be in the
research.
comments like she was
You
wrong.
feel me? People be
Just
people be relax. So look, I'm
no,
just
go
going
ahead.
off of, my experience. So they were like, let's get you on birth control, so like the whole point of getting on birth control is to get more estrogen, which is the woman hormone in you. And like they were saying that I have a high testosterone, which is, more of the man hormone. And so the whole point of getting on birth control was to help regulate my period. So I found out that I had PCOS in, let's say, 2011, 2012. And so I'm trying all different types of birth control, the pill, which for my ladies, y'all know how the pill is. Baby, you be forgetting to take that bad boy. And then
Yeah,
don't you hate
I'm
when you
bad at
do take it, you'll double up. Well, this is what I used to do. I'll double up, and then that's when you start your cycle, or you spot. It's just a hot mess. So
it. Throw you
yeah,
off.
it throws you off. So I've tried the pill, I've tried the shot. I gained weight from the shot. Um and then I had I forgot what it's called, but it was in my arm for 3 years. That
Was the next part?
Yeah, I like that one, y'all. I like that was nothing. I ain't have to worry about nothing. I liked it. But being on birth control never regulated my period. I've never had a regular menstrual cycle, like, ever. So, they were saying like, birth control is supposed to help with that. So that's when, in around um 20, am I saying 2020? So around 20, either 2019 or 2018, I don't remember. I end up stopping birth control just altogether because it wasn't helping regulate my period. So why am I still taking this? Because I felt my personal preference is just more damaging to my body than it was helping. My personal preference again. And so yeah, but other different symptoms with PCOS is, like I said, irregular periods, excessive facial hair, excessive body hair, weight gain. Also they said that you'll probably have trouble having a child or getting pregnant. Please do not let these doctors tell you that you will not be able to have a baby. Please do not let these doctors tell you that. Please do not be scared if anybody ever finds out they have PCOS. Please do not, because when I found that out and she was like, yeah, you're going to have trouble getting pregnant, I was crushed. I was like, I'm a freshman in college, and you telling me that when I'm ready to have a child that I may not be ready. I may not be able to, and da 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 da. So it was just very crushing. And of course, we didn't have things like TikTok or different things like that where people were sharing their story or sharing that, like, no, there is hope. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to get spiritual, y'all. Y'all know I be going to the God. So when it's your time, God is going to have your time. I wasn't even expecting to get pregnant. I was 5 months when I found out I was pregnant. So, and the last thing I thought about was being pregnant. So don't let the doctor say that you can't have a baby. Don't let them say that, it,
It's more like a
yeah,
warning.
it's a
Like
warning.
you may have some
Yeah, so
trouble.
you may have trouble. I'm not sure. I'm not I know a couple women who have PCOS and one has a baby. I'm not sure about some of the other women who have I don't think they're actively trying to have a baby, so I'm not sure if they have ran into any trouble. But so acne is another symptom. what's some other symptoms that women have? Oh, and like I said, weight gain. Weight gain has been like number one on my list. Irregular periods and weight gain is me. Um, so let me back it up a little
What
bit.
are some other symptoms?
You said what? Some other symptoms? Mostly those are kind of like the main like five, like acne, irregular periods, excessive facial body hair. It's actually called a name. Let me look up that name real quick.
Now, what did you find it?
Mm-hmm. You know, see, that's why we got them outlines. It be
Mhm.
right there. And then I would pick. Some women can have polycystic ovaries. So that is follow you know whatever the word is, girl. I be saying PCOS. Don't be laughing at me.
It's just funny how you saying it. Like I like how you said it because you said polycystic.
Look, polycystic. I know whoever they be like, girl, your ass is slow. It's where
It's like, look, we be messing up
you
words.
feel me?
Sometimes we don't know how to spell. Sometimes we don't know how
Baby,
to
don't give me a
read.
spelling test.
Look,
Me either. I'm with you,
Okay,
Jazz.
Akila and the Bee.
I do my best.
You said I do
Okay,
my best.
I do my best.
So yeah, some people may have follicles on their eggs. So there's a different variety of symptoms that women can have. And then since I've been okay, let me slide back just a little bit, y'all, because I feel like I sped up just the symptoms. But when I found out, I also like, how does it feel having PCOS and how does that affect my normal day? Personally, it doesn't affect my body that I personally think of, like other than my periods. So when I do have periods, it's just I don't cramp really. I don't really have menstrual cramps. I probably cramped twice in my life, and I was like, baby, this is for the birds. So for the people who cramp all the time, I am sorry. Um, but
So this is something that isn't painful per se. So in your
not
case,
no, not for me. But like, and my acne, like I don't really have bad acne either. Uh,
now is it medicine to necessarily control it? Were you ever put on any medication, or was they just recommending birth control to be like the solution?
they recommended birth control, and then I've read that they do give some women some medicine, but I think that medicine is more for the acne and the body hair. And then I think they always try to give you medicine for like weight gain, but I'm not taking that. That's me. Unless I feel like it's 100% necessary for any reason, but I'm not in any pain. For my normal day, it doesn't really affect my normal day. Like I said, the only thing it affects is my periods. So that's why when I found out that I was 5 months pregnant, when I found out I was 5 months pregnant, most people were like, "Oh, well, you didn't have your period." Well, sweetie, I'm like used to having irregular periods, so it wasn't anything for me to think like, "Oh, I missed my period." Craze and trouble come quick. Like it wasn't that for me. So, so yeah, it doesn't really affect my normal day, except for like my weight gain, y'all, has been OC lately, especially lately. So I know a lot of women I've been seeing have issues in their midsection, like my gut. And like, we got that little, they even have a picture. I'm going to try to find it and pop it up on the screen. I'm going to find it. I'm gonna try to edit it, but it's like a PCOS gut, and it's just like a lot of women, and I've done my research. A lot of women have, um, it's hard for us to get rid of our guts and our midsection, and that's like a problem area for us, and that it has been a problem area for me. And so even though I've been so before I would, work out, eat right, and I wouldn't really see a result or a change. But lately, So like last year I was working out, and like for 6 weeks I was like going crazy. I was doing good, and then I stepped on the scale. I was gaining weight. So from August to November, I actually gained 15 pounds. I weigh more now than I was pregnant. So I was at 207, and I when I was pregnant, y'all, I was working out, losing weight and everything. I was actually losing weight. I was 170 pregnant. And I'm 200 pounds. So, but now since I've been working out since December, I actually just lost 5 pounds last time I stepped on the scale. But I think so. I've been doing some research, and I also just started sticking to a plan for 6 to 8 weeks. Like what I do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever my days, I stick to it, and I don't do sporadic, like get distracted. Oh, let me do that workout. Let me do that workout. Let me do that workout. Also, I've been extremely more intentional about trying to get 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day, which is very hard because I sit down, I sit down most of the day because I work. So, like during my lunch, I'll try to go on like YouTube, and her name is Grow with Joe, and she has like walking videos, and I do that just because it's wintertime. So, these past 2 months, I've been seeing, a little bit difference. But y'all, so this is what I heard the key was, and that's what I'm about to start. I heard the key from watching a lot of YouTube videos about women, and just doing a lot of research. I've seen the key is a lot of women have been going gluten and dairy free. So, and they said that has helped them with their weight loss journey. And I'm not sure why, but I've been seeing that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm about to try it. So today was my official first day gluten and dairy free.
Okay.
You feel me? So I prepped my food yesterday. Prep is the key. What they say, poor preparation
prevents
proper performance.
Prevents poor performance.
Whatever. Proper preparation.
Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Let's say that again because I want to clip it up. Proper preparation.
Proper preparation prevents piss poor performance.
Period.
We need a period.
Mm-hmm. But I'm only doing 80% gluten-free, dairy-free. I'm not doing 100%. I still feel like I'm a little leeway, but I have been like my dairy intake has been lower than usual. But yeah, so I'm doing 80%. So yeah, so y'all gonna be with me on my journey with that. But I know
technically we ain't gonna be with you, but we gonna be there because we still got it. Yeah. What about you? Because I
first of all, Diamond don't even eat.
I don't. But like don't tell listeners I don't eat. They probably like, yeah, I eat. I just don't eat a lot. Mm-hmm. But I'm with you, but I ain't that. Like I feel you though.
Yeah.
But
I had a question. Oh, go ahead, Shay.
Oh, I was just gonna say it's good that you like changing your diet and your habits and stuff like that based on like your symptoms and stuff like that, because you don't want the doctors to just keep throwing medicine at you. You kind of have to take matters into your own hands. And I got a question. I'm gonna ask it after Diamond asks her question, but it pertains to like the hormones and everything.
Okay, cool. So my question was, I see that PCOS is diagnosed different ways, and technically there is like no single test to diagnose PCOS. The doctors either do a physical exam, a pelvic exam, pelvic ultrasound, or a blood test. So in your case, which one did the doctors use, or did they use all of them? Did they use more than one? How did they determine that you specifically had?
From what I remember, I think I did a pelvic test. Like I think she came and like scraped something. Like my mom was in a room with me. This is when you in college. Like I didn't go to the doctor by myself. Like my mom was like, "You want to come in a room with me?" Yeah. Like I want you in there. Like She's about to get in my vagina. Duh. So yeah, if I remember correctly, it was like a pelvic test, but I really don't remember what all that consists of, just because like I said before, being so young, getting diagnosed. So I was 18, 19. I didn't really know too much about it other than I had it and I have irregular periods. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that that really affected my weight. I didn't know that it really affected my hormones and how important balancing hormones were and how important breathing, stretching, just all this stuff and like regular exercise really was. And so just growing and learning and finding my journey, I'm learning more about this and learning more how to, take care of my body. And then also, I was talking to another mom who has PCOS, and she was telling me to lower sugar intake. And that she ended up hiring a nutritionist to help her regarding her situation.
Mhm. And like you stated, like gaining weight, especially since you were a freshman in college and started college, like a lot of people instantly, oh, that's freshman 15. So that's how it was for me. Like, yeah, I blew up. I came back. They told me I had more than a 15. Yeah, it wasn't looking too good. So it's like, of course, you probably thinking, oh, I probably, just have, the freshman 15 or gain freshman
Yeah,
15.
exactly. I'm not thinking like, oh, my PCOS may have a big effect on these things.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really start taking things serious. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all about like my PCOS until the end of last year, because I'm like, why am I gaining weight and I'm working out and I'm eating right? And I'm like, oh, let me look more into this. I really need to switch up some of this stuff on my diet. And they also said another thing about your diet is to eat less inflammatory foods, so anti-inflammatory foods like that, that we need to be less inflamed.
Plus, you're getting older, your metabolism slows down, your body is changing, knees hurting and everything. This stuff is
Knees
happening.
hurt. See, y'all getting old.
Now my knees don't hurt, Shay. I know I'm about to turn 30, but she
You
tried it.
do the good knees challenge after she said that.
My back be hurt. That's all I got to say. But so you say you just started like, paying more attention to it. Have you heard of people like focusing on like the hormone imbalance part as far as like let me look into a hormone doctor and see if I can get like hormone treatments. I think that's what they're called. Have you heard of that at
I
all?
haven't. I've when I just see people say balance your hormones, I mostly think of like, oh, let me go make sure I'm taking my vitamins and making sure that I'm drinking water. So actually I'm about to research that more because I didn't know it was a such thing. Or if they did say it, I probably ain't pay attention to it. But I didn't
Um,
know it was a such thing as like, oh, let me like a hormonal doctor.
yeah, like I don't know the specifics. So, but I would look into that. I think like I seen something about it on TikTok, the TikTok. They always got something. But it was maybe like a holistic approach where like you go to a hormone doctor, they basically like take a bunch of blood and check what your hormone levels are and then give you like a new diet and like more natural approach to, handling those symptoms, because it seemed like you have like a more mild case, you're not growing hair. Like I've known people who like grow hair and stuff like that.
Yeah, thank God.
I'm hearing all these symptoms though, and I'm thinking I need to talk to my doctor just because of that.
Yeah, cause
Because I like where you don't have pain, I've always had very painful periods.
really,
Yeah,
but
like
also, so
wow.
it like you just said, the holistic background. Honestly, it goes to all about really what you eat. That's what I personally think. Like, so I would, if I were you, I would do some research on some foods that help decrease, menstrual. But you know what I did?
Well, nowadays I don't have painful
Okay.
periods, which I'm so grateful for. I don't not like I used to. Like in high school, they were so bad. Like one time I passed out on the floor.
Wow.
That's how bad it was. Like usually during in high school during my period time, I always had to go to the nurse's office. Like at least for an hour to just like take some medicine and lay down, get my bearings together, and then I also found out I'm anemic, so that's probably why I was losing a lot of blood and also being anemic probably at the same time was not a good combination.
My mom
But
is too, and she said that eating liver helps with her iron levels. Yep, she be eating liver. She be killing some liver.
Look at Shay face. If y'all could see the Shay face, watch it on YouTube. Look at
She said that really helps with her iron levels because she's anemic too. But I also heard that to stop menstrual pain, stop eating meat.
that's not.
I'm just telling you what I heard. It's to
I
stop
know.
eating.
I
Stop
appreciate
eating
the information, Jazz.
I'm just telling you what I heard.
I love
I
it.
heard that too. But if the listeners know, I don't eat meat like that. Like I have 2 choices of meat that I eat. Other than that, I don't eat them. But I never really had.
What's your 2 choices of meat?
So I eat lamb, so gyro. And
She
I
said
also
gyro, not lamb chops, y'all. Gyro.
I lamb chops, the gyro meat. Then I eat ground beef, but I only eat it in a form of a taco. Like ground beef, is made out of hamburger meat too as well. I won't eat a hamburger, but I'll eat the ground beef if it's chopped up. So if it's in sloppy joe, if it's in spaghetti, if it's in a taco form, then I'll eat it that way. But I won't eat it like whole. Looking at it whole, just
meatloaf.
no, I won't eat a meatloaf. That's something that's whole. Like
Right. So
no.
I
Yes, I won't eat meatloaf. I won't eat chicken, ribs, lamb chops, steak. I can go on. Shrimp, crab. No, won't eat none of that. Y'all don't want to talk about what I eat,
Girl,
but yeah.
cause I'll be, baby. Just eat at home. If I was
That's how
if I was your boyfriend,
it's
I'd
like.
be like, I don't even want to take you to no restaurant because you're not about to eat nothing.
I wouldn't even ask you what you want to eat. Like
You're not about to eat anything.
But and my boyfriend lucky because I save him a lot of money, baby. I don't want no steak. You can just buy me some fries or a gyro, which is cheaper than a steak. I'd be cool. I save him a lot of money. But I would say like I don't eat that much meat, but I never really like had a bad cycle or bad period. Every now and then I had bad cramps, and when before going into labor, people was like warning me like, oh the contractions feels like a strong cramp or a cramps. When them contractions hit, I said, oh, I don't know how people do. Like I was in there screaming in my head. I didn't scream out loud because the nurse was like, please don't scream out loud like how people do on the TV. And I'm like, okay, I promise I won't. But it was like hurting so bad. And I'm like, people compare these to cramps.
You're like, baby, I don't know how you do that every day.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it. Like, but my I had an aunt who was getting bad cramps, and she got the surgery to remove her cycle in general.
wow.
Like they have surgery where you can have your cycle removed and you never get a cycle ever again because she said her cramps were just unbearable and they were hurting so bad. So yeah.
You talking about a hysterectomy?
That's what I was about to ask. What is it called? A hysterectomy?
Yeah, when you have your uterus removed. Now that I have a friend who just had a hysterectomy.
Wow. So young.
And
right.
No, I got old friends too.
Bad Shay. And just about wow, so young.
She said I got old friends too.
Now to my friend girl, if you listen to this, I'm sorry I called you old.
Right, look on here. Let's get back on topic real quick. Hold on.
Right. No, but yeah, so as far as like the healing is concerned, that definitely I know that to be a solution that some people take. Like, okay, PCOS is so bad, I'm just gonna get the hysterectomy. Like, that's gonna fix it. Um, I heard.
I heard. I'm sorry. Okay, I had to do it. Church bells
I'm done.
ringing.
I'm
Mhm.
gonna need you to stop. I'm gonna need you to stop because you just made me lose
I'm
my
sorry, but
thought.
PCOS can lead into more health issues like diabetes, high
Yeah,
blood pressure. But like I said, I personally think everything is related going back to your diet.
and you think that is like the root cause of like
Not cause of
obviously
PCOS.
along with this obviously the hormonal imbalance, but I'm talking about like it elevated your symptoms
Yeah,
basically.
I think that like your diet can help a lot of things. Like, especially, I personally think food can heal you from certain things, but it's certain food. It's like certain stuff that we're not ready to go towards, like eating just, eating just certain like fruit and vegetables. We're not ready to go, but like we're not supposed to be eating these animal products. So I still eat animal products. I'm not saying nothing's wrong with it, but I just know we're not supposed to. And I think that, not saying that anybody who's vegan or who only eats only eats fruits and veggies, that they don't get anything. I'm not saying that, but I just think that the food that we have, especially the processed food, and I think that causes a lot of stuff. Like high blood pressure can some people's high blood pressure can be healed. Some people's diabetes can be healed all by change of their diet. So just
Yeah.
like a lot of acne can be healed by the change of your diet. I know a lot of people have acne because they eat dairy. A lot of people have food sensitivities. It's just a lot that, and then a lot of stuff is the lack of movement. We're sitting down all day. We're not moving our bodies. So I just, that's what I personally think, and it's just like, hey, but yeah, so PCOS can lead to more health issues, but hopefully I never have those enhanced health issues. So I'm trying my best. So I'm gonna take y'all on my journey, see how this gluten-free, dairy-free 80% is hitting, folks. Because
Yes,
I
keep us
love
up to
ice
date.
cream. So yeah, so I appreciate y'all
Let
receiving
us know how
Also,
you
like,
feel.
quick,
it.
Let us know how you
I
feel.
will. Oh, also another so I was talking to a good associate of mine, and she was telling me that red raspberries help, and red raspberry tea, and really help with PCOS. And then also, y'all, I think sea moss. So when I was taking sea moss heavy, I think that's what got me pregnant. Is the sea moss. I ain't gonna lie to you, baby, because I was like, that was in my drinks every day. And then all of a sudden, poof.
okay.
So yeah, so if y'all having troubles, try some sea moss. Get that in your system for a couple of months. And y'all let me know how it works out for y'all. But so yeah, so
Like, Jazz, you got me pregnant, girl.
and if so, they don't want y'all to know
Also, I
this.
heard ashwagandha.
Mm-hmm. Heard that all this stuff helps. So, do your own research though. We are not doctors. We are not nutritionists. We are not dietitians. Please do your own
We
research.
are new age mamas. That's all it
That's
is.
it.
You
We
feel
only
me?
telling y'all our
Yeah.
personal experiences. So I appreciate y'all listening to this
Exactly.
episode. If y'all have any questions for me, if y'all have any tips for me, please let me know. Let the page know. Email us, DM us. For any tips
Yeah.
or any questions or any updates, let me know if you on this
Let
journey
us
with
know
me.
your experiences.
Yes, please. Yes, or even if you
Right.
have
Right.
experiences.
If you have more extreme
Yeah.
symptoms, if you have if you have like you said, tips, if you've seen a hormone doctor, if you know the correct term that I'm talking about, let us
Let
know.
us know.
Uh But we appreciate you sharing this with us. We learned so much about what this is, and just remember, if you're listening, ask your gynecologist if you feel like you having any of these symptoms. Like Jazz said, you might have to do a test. That cervical scraping test they do is painful, I know, but it may help you in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
So I have one more question before we close out and wrap up. So I know you mentioned, you're changing your diet, and of course, it doesn't, like you said at the beginning, it doesn't run in men and things of that nature. And I know you have a son. Will your son be with you on that journey for a little bit with the diet?
For the most part, not fully. Cause what I cook here, cause I'm not like cooking anything extreme. You know what I'm saying? I can still eat quinoa, what's it called? Quinoa, rice and stuff like that. Gluten-free oatmeal. He doesn't even like oatmeal. He's weird. So like for the most part, I still like make him some separate meals. Just because I know like I'll sit in front of him like, let's see if you're gonna eat or whatever, but not fully. But for like the dairy, I kind of do want to get him on track, but I know like I try to give him ripple milk, which is pea milk, PEA for people, pea milk. And he really wasn't feeling it too much. So that's just like a better milk for their, like it has DHA, it has different vitamins, and it has the same calorie content as whole milk. So if
And you drink this?
no, I just know that it's good for it's a different supplement for whole milk or like 2% milk. A lot of people like are starting to like get on that ripple milk, but it's a little expensive.
That's what I'm saying. Have you tried it?
Yeah, it's not bad. But I'm not also a milk person. I only drink milk in my like smoothies. So yeah, so like I'm not really, or occasionally when I did have like a bowl of cereal or with some cookies. I forgot about some cookies. I'll be wanting some milk and cookies. But yeah, other than that, so yeah, see, so he's gonna be like halfway, but I want to slow down giving him dairy anyway. But the only dairy he really has is the whole milk. I mean, not the whole milk. The whole milk sometimes, because he's been iffy with milk at home. And yogurt. He loves yogurt. And then of course, like,
you have some parents, since I don't eat meat, then my child is not allowed to eat meat. You have some parents that are like that, so I just wanted to know.
No, I'll still make it and present it because his dad is still gonna make it and present it, or him going to school, but he's so picky himself. Y'all, that's a different topic.
Yeah, kids are picky with food. Okay, guys. Jazz, thanks so much for sharing that. Like, that was something very personal. That was, something regarding you. So thank you so much for sharing it. And our listeners should be happy that you shared this personal information. So, guys, great news. It's time. Now, I'm going to make a little TikTok. It's time. I'm going to make it because we're going to talk about it. But we're about to do another diaper raffle very soon. So please, please, please check out our social media pages for more updates. Also, we need you guys to message us a mom. Like, there are so many great moms out there we want to hear about. We want you guys to shout them out. And lastly, if you have any questions for us, we want to do a Q&A. Just message us questions in regards to anything in particular, and we can either share it on the episode or we can, respond back to you that way, whichever way you want us to do it. Also, thank you guys once again for listening to another episode. Please, please, please subscribe to our podcast. Like Jazz mentioned, we are now on YouTube. So please make sure you check out our YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate everyone for listening, and we hope you guys check out this week's episode and our other episodes that we have previously made and the episodes that we are making in the future. It would only take a couple of minutes for you guys to share this podcast with other moms, or other people in general. Just, share about our podcast. We are willing to grow, to learn. We want to hear feedback. And make sure you guys, lastly, follow us on all social media platforms. That's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at New Age Mamas. NEWAGEMAMAS. We have so much more in store for you guys. And that's a wrap.